What's going on, you guys? It's my Bad Help 2040, and welcome back to our Castle Walls. Now, in the last part, I forget, because it was a few days ago. Alright, that's right, we had a school day, and then on the way home, we hear a harp, or whatever Yuri's playing, hand harp, whatever. So, we walked into the forest down a path that we don't usually take, and we found what we assume is Yuri's special place, which he goes to just sort of wind down a bit, and that's where we saw her playing the harp. So, yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're at now. The MC is now confronting Yuri about the harp. Okay. Hold on. She brought in the book for me too, did she not? Does that mean I can feel a burning sensation on my face due to the gears grinding my head, and a small smile makes its way into my face that I don't dare hide from her. Hey, speaking of which, how come I haven't really seen you at all this school year? Did you move here this year or something? I may have seen you once or twice in the library, but my face doesn't hurt from too much blood flow anymore. No sound. Actually, no audio at all. That's when Yuri smiles sadly at me. But I've lived here all my life. Most of the time around lunchtime I'll eat in the classroom or the library. And that explains why I don't see you in the lunchroom either. Wait, Yuri, do you have trouble interacting with people as well? Yuri nods. A bit more than I'd like to admit. Me too. While I do eat in the lunchroom when I'm feeling up to it, I'll sometimes eat out in the hallway if I don't want anyone to bother me if I'm in bed. But I'll sometimes eat out in the hallway if I don't want anyone to bother me, or if I'm in a bad mood. Internet? Can you not shut up, please, for like one fucking... It's a good thing I'm recording, because you guys on YouTube won't get to see those frame drops. Oh. Well, I understand where it comes from. Oftentimes, eating by myself can become a little lonely. Well... to be able to eat with someone else would be very nice every now and then. What's she trying to get at? Okay, I'm gonna go get water really quickly. It won't take long, but I feel like I will need water if I'm reading a lot. So, I'll be back in like a minute or two. So, don't go anywhere, because I will be right back. Alright, got me some water. So, you're all good and all ready to have a very good Doki session today. So let's go. Someone who won't judge you for wanting to be away from others, I'm guessing? Well, I suppose. Not only that, but someone who can appreciate silence as much as I do. Mind if I join you one of these days then? She looks pretty surprised at my question, but then calms down and begins overthinking again. I don't know if you'd enjoy my company very much. Are you listening to yourself? What? Oh, I hit the button way too late there. Wouldn't you have told me to go away just now if you didn't want me around here? I mean, that is true. I mean, if she didn't want us around, then she would have audibly said to, kindly get the fuck out. But no, this shows that she wants company, because, as she said, she's been lonely a lot of times, because there's issues that we don't know about yet, well, the MC doesn't know about, what we know about, so, Jerry, what if you think that? I mean, we read my book together today. Of course that I enjoy spending more time with you. Whoa. What am I saying all of a sudden? Alright, if you say so. But wouldn't people think differently of you if it became an everyday occurrence? Why should that matter? Most people in school know that I'm different from anyone else. Haven't you noticed that by now? No. Not really. Maybe we're one of the same then. But what do you mean? I feel comfortable enough to tell this. She should know. Do you know what Asperger's syndrome is? Her eyes awakened at the mention of that. Some relatives on my mother's side of my family have it. So yes, I do. Well, at least you know about it. I don't have it as bad as other people out there. I guess you could say I'm pretty high-functioning. That's why I do the council at our school once a week, because most of my problems are with social situations. But you don't seem to act so bad from what I've seen in the club. That's because I've had a lot of experience and failures with trying to talk to people. When I was a kid, not only was I driving my mom crazy by being hyperactive, but my mind ran at the same pace too. I always wanted to figure out how things worked, including people talking to each other. That is, when I felt like I had the courage to speak up. There was always a drive to self-improve and to incorporate critical thinking when it came to figuring out how things work. And oftentimes this involved looking back on hindsight over things I've done that could have been changed, and also from learning from mine and others' mistakes. That's why I may appear somewhat normal on the outside. Oh, why? I hit the arrow key in it. Because my mind has the satisfaction of getting to figure out the details on. Well, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Jeez, now I'm the one who's rambling. Internet, please. Internet. Stop. Please. You know, I'm just gonna close OBS and not worry about it. I'm just gonna close that OBS and not fucking worry about it. I'm not gonna look at the time, I'm not gonna look at anything, I'm not gonna look at how long I've been streaming for. I'm just gonna play. Oh jeez, now I'm the one who's rambling. You goes at me. You don't need to worry about that. Just know that you're not alone, Bat. I can relate to quite a bit of this. How old were you when you found out about this? I end up looking down at the ground, lost in thought for some time, trying to recollect important info from my past. Once I know exactly what to say, I look back up to meet her gaze somewhat. I found out during my 10th grade year. I had stumbled upon some papers my parents kept stored away, and asked for them. Okay, I'm gonna turn my phone off as well. Blah blah blah. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to ban that by real quick. That's one of the news to me. Supposedly I was diagnosed when I was 7, but they didn't tell me at all, probably out of fear of me not understanding anything. I let out a small chuckle at my next thought. I always wondered why I went to go see a strange doctor who asked all kinds of challenging questions at that age. I looked away from Yuri's general direction to stare at the grass below me and gather my thoughts again. Yuri says nothing though. She must be waiting for me to continue. I don't know if I should be thankful to my parents for not letting me know at such an early age or betrayed them by not telling me soon enough. I know that sounds weird, but I just don't know. I need to bring both of my hands to the back of my head and look up into the night sky for a bit. Sometimes it really hurts being different from everyone else. Not being able to get hints that normal people can make, wearing other people's reactions most of the time, not wanting to interact with people to avoid unnecessary judgment. Me. Literally me. Like, actually me. I don't have Asperger's, but I mean, that's me. I bring my head down and look over at Yuri to meet your gaze. I hope you understand that I mostly feel the same. Sometimes I don't know how to talk to people. Sometimes I don't know how to make people see me as normal. So I think I understand how you feel. Please try not to feel isolated. Oh, no worries there. At least the feeling is mutual. But, real talk though. Being normal can be really boring at times anyways. But doesn't Monica seem a little too normal? Excuse me? Think about it for a second. Monica's the most popular girl in all school, but she hasn't said much in the club the past 2 days from what I've seen. Besides that though, she just goes and talks to people, nothing holding her back physically, mentally. Almost like a robot. I suppose. She does keep herself busy with her schoolwork and the piano, but somehow it's time for her own club. Yeah, Monica is like the type to get all A's in school. Maybe she's overworked or something. Wait a minute. Monica plays the piano? She does. Didn't you know? Well, no. Hydration. I figured she'd play something different. Why is that? Because they named a whole instrument after her. Harmonica. Hardy har har. Funny. Oh, stop it. Other than that, though, you're right. I don't know how she does it, but whatever floats her boat, I guess. At least she's a good person, though, like some people in our school. Yuri smiles at me. Monica can be a sweetheart, most certainly. God, I love the fucking backgrounds of this. Like, everything that I've seen so far from the backgrounds and the stuff is awesome. You hired some pretty fucking good artists here. Like, you hired some really good artists. Although I have heard of a few times where she had to act authoritative. Hold on. Hold on. My mind I just had a brain fart for a little bit. Although I have heard of a few times where she had to act authoritative and put certain people in their place, namely Kay and Clyde. Ugh, I'm glad I never interacted with those two. I read stories about how Clyde pushed people into the fountain of the school courtyard and got away with it. That's not cool. I remember hearing about that. Ugh. That's disgraceful. Disgraceful. Disgusting. Despicable. Nah, I don't think you'll get that reference. I kind of wonder if Monica's ever had to deal with Wallace. Oh yeah, Wallace. We haven't seen him in a while. Where's Wallace? Who now? Oh, just some guy in our school. He never really was a problem we used before, but he's been picking on various people this year for no explainable reason. I can't understand it. What will cause such an unexpected change in attitude? Beats me. I think it's because his dad's the principal, so he thinks that he can do whatever he wants. There's an awkward silence between us. Maybe I should change the subject. Hey Yuri, how long have you known Sayori? I've known her probably about as long as I've known Natsuki. Oh, neat. Were you friends with her before Monica started the club? Well, no. Aren't you friends with her? She brought you into the club in the first place. Surprisingly, no, I never was. She's nice and friendly, a beautiful person from what I've seen. But I hadn't really spoke with her much. There's another awkward silence between the two of us, but it is broken when I notice her angel's harp lying on the grass next to her feet. A light bulb on my head clicks on. Oh, hey, how'd you learn to play the harp, by the way? The BG affectionately named R Spot was drawn by Twitter user XStupidF. Ooh, they did a fantastic job with this background then, holy shit. Her eyes widen as she reaches down to pick up the harp. Then she returns to the normal sitting position and looks out into the water in front of us. Back when I was a kid, I had always seen them on TV and in books. I told my parents that I would like to try it out. They agreed to it, and it's becoming another hobby of mine alongside reading and writing. Writing. Oh, yeah, early today. Sorry to go a bit off topic, but earlier today when we were reading together, you mentioned something about how you come here for inspiration. Do you come here for writing ideas as well? That seems to have made her even more happy. Ah, you remembered. Yes. Sometimes I'll hesitate if I really need inspiration for writing, or if I just want to enjoy the ambience and to let my mind wander. This girl, she knows how to captivate my interest. Oh, you like to let your mind wander too? Isn't that one of the best feelings? Yes. It feels very liberating at times, almost like meditation. Yeah, I can see that. The one nice thing about letting your mind wander is that it feels like every single part of your mind is a constant flowing stream. It allows good ideas to come to you rather than trying to think of stuff, you know? Oh. Okay, that's good. My computer's not dying at the moment. And this is from your experience too? I suppose. And I was often wondering if I go to the beach. The beach? Wait. How long have I actually been out here? Taking a minute or two to sounds, I bought my flip phone out of my pocket and look at the time. 8:05 p.m. Jeez, had it really been that long? I should really head home soon. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, yeah, it's getting awfully late and I really didn't expect to be out for this long. You're right. I too have been out for longer than I anticipated. It is almost bedtime for me. With that, Yuri stands up and responds to the falling down tree. But before she gets a chance to walk away, I extend my right arm to grab her left leg and target it twice. Wait! Don't go just yet! She proceeds to sit back down to the spot next to her. What is it? It's time. Look, Yuri. Don't know how... I don't know how else to say this, but I think you're pretty fun to be around. I may be awfully superficial when it comes to stuff to talk about. I may either talk too much or not enough. I may take stuff at face value too often, and I know I can be a difficult person at times. But that doesn't seem to bother you at all. That's why I've enjoyed every chance to talk to you so far. It doesn't matter if the two of us don't appear as normal as everybody else. That doesn't matter at all. I believe that nobody in this world should ever be lonely. So, what I'm trying to say is... The music dies down. I can my right hand closer with my only right pinky extended, my index middle ring curved inwards towards my palm. I'd like to be good with... Can I stop messing my fucking words up? I'd like to be good friends with you from this day onwards. Yuri looks at me with somewhat visible confusion, but seems to get the hint when she smiles and does the same with her right pinky, which then intertwines with each other as she continues smiling at me. This is actually happening right now. This feels nice. Now wait! That's when I bring my thumb, bring it out, with toast my pinky. We gotta stamp this to make it official. She goes at me and proceeds to do the same with the faces of our thumbs to make contact. Let me guess, Rayon did the CG as well? I fucking love it. I love all of the art so far in this mod, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how fucking beautiful. Black Rabbit, yeah. I mean, Black Rabbit does amazing artwork. I mean, like, whenever you have Black Rabbit on your mod, you know that the art's gonna be fucking good shit. Yeah, that's some good shit right there. Not you. I guess we really are friends now. I flicker back. Poem reference. The light flickers and I flicker back. Right now, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Ben. You made me feel really nice tonight. I know I'm not good with people, and this might be a little different to me, but I hope that I can have done the favor sometime. So this is it. That's something new. Things continue to look up from here on out. We probably gazed into each other's eyes for the past 6 seconds or so, but it was well worth it. Her eyes are a very inviting glow to them. It makes us feel more safe. Our fingers make contact with each other for the night. We should probably head out now before Monica interrupts us for talking too much. The two of us share a moment of laughter before getting up from our now imprinted spots in our spot. Trademark. We walk away together from the lake and out to the park, enjoying the atmosphere around us while Yuri reminds me about poem sharing tomorrow. Ah, yes, we're gonna write a poem for tomorrow. You're like me. We're two of a kind. We're different. Different from the others. I can see your soul glowing with a mysterious light. Ooh, the fade in. That's awesome. I like it. Also, this mod was made with Ren'Py 6, right? Like, this isn't a Ren'Py 7 mod? Because this is fucking good for a Ren'Py 6 mod. It's like, who needs Ren'Py 7 when you can make a perfectly good mod with Ren'Py 6? It's awesome. I mean, of course, the standard is Ren'Py 7 now, because, you know, a lot of the new shit. This is not a 7 mod. This mod does not use mod mood posting tool. Ah, okay, so it's not 7, and it doesn't use the MPT. I feel like the standard now is using, you know, Ren'Py 7 and the MPT, but this shows that you don't need those things to make a good mod. Like, it's crazy how modding gets changed over the past like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I mean, if it works, then you're in with it. I mean, and this mod is good for a Ren'Py 6 mod, so you did a good job, Zera. Once we both reach the sidewalk, we exchange our farewells and depart from each other for the night. I can't help but watch as Zera walks to wherever she loves, all struck by the realization that just occurred to me. I don't mean to stare, but the tendrils of her hair illuminating as she walks into the ember glow of the streetlights. Holy dang. It's no problem, dude. Like, I can tell that you put a lot of, like, heart and soul into this mod, because it like I said, it shows. Never in my life would I ever think I'd be friends with a ghost. It's time to go home and rest for a while. Take a breather for a bit. Our journey back home was rather uneventful, except for eating the other apple that I bought me and also thinking about what to write for tomorrow. I like this night version of the background. I like this night version, it's so fucking cool. Once I arrive at my house, I go through the process of locking my front door, entering and locking. I think my backpack is still in the spot on the couch. That's relieving. I walk into the kitchen only to find both the electricity bill and water bill still on the table. Are you kidding me? God dang it. I forgot all about going to the store. I contemplate walking back to the store, but I'm already back home. It's late and I still have stuff to do before bedtime. Besides, the due date on the bill still says I have 5 more days to get this taken care of. Also, you can be something I can do tomorrow after school, as long as I can remember. Just to be safe, I grab both the bills from the table, walk over to my backpack, open it up to place them inside, and zip it closed. Oh boy. Imagine he just takes the wrong thing out of his backpack when he's sharing poems. Like, he writes a poem, then takes one of the bills out and like, here, read this, and it's like, a very weird poem. A very interesting poem. The rest of the night consists of me walking up to my room and sitting down at my desk to attempt to write a poem for tomorrow. Chapter 3. Unusual Hobbies. It's only chapter 3 and I'm fucking loving this mod. Tuesday, October 7th. Ooh. M. Is this a flashback? It's once I'm in the city. There's very little traffic around, both people are automobile-wise. Sun falls out of the light today, which makes an enjoyable atmosphere. The main holidays may be a few months away from us, but that isn't stopping me and my mom from enjoying a time together while we go shopping. Ah, yes. Flashback time. I'm really happy that I get to spend the day with her. There's nothing more that I can ask for right now. She's someone I never want to lose. As we're making our way down the not-so-crowded streets, my mom doesn't seem to mind that I've got my arm wrapped around hers as we walk to our destination. It makes me feel more safe. Can we go to the store today? I haven't been there so long. Of course, I don't see why not, you know? She smiles warmly at me, which adds to my excitement for the day. Thanks, Mom, you're the best. Maybe I've on our Titans a little bit. No problem, sweetheart. Has school been going okay for you? Yeah, things are going decent. I can't say I see you until we get really nice and tell me out with the young people. Well, that's good. I'm happy to see how much you're improving, you know? You too. What about you and Dad? Things been going well? We keep things afloat. Gotta make some time for a favorite son, you know? I get up a smile and bury the side of my head into my mom's arms and her remarks. As I've mentioned before, the holidays haven't quite reached us yet. But seeing that I rarely get to spend time with my parents, I guess the two of us going to the store will be considered a special occasion. As we approach and enter the store, we notice that there are no employees at the front counter. There are break or something there around here somewhere. As I'm looking at everything the store has to offer, my mom calls out to me. Pat, remember dear, should I keep it under $20 today? Right. I smile back at her and begin my journey through the store. While this place is filled with all sorts of cool things, my interests are rather limited. Usually when something catches my full interest, it becomes a majority of what I think about for months, sometimes even years. I think the word for that is hyperfixation, yeah. It's when you get fixated on something for an extended amount of time. After looking around a little bit, I found something that catches my eye. Walking to the house, and I was on the prize to reach out and grab it. At the time, it's a tank engine die-cast metal train, sealed in potential portrait art style package. Ah, yeah, you're also a big fan of Thomas, I think, right? But it's one I've never seen before. A twin pack of Donald and Douglas? Out of all 85 released with this kind of package, I've never seen this one in my life. I must have it. Take my church and keeping this up near my left arm and body my eyes on quite a few dollar bills as they conveniently scattered across the store grounds. Oh man, I can find my stuff in my elevator belt too as well. Right, just keep this. After taking time to stuff his computer money I found at the guy's market, I ran to the phone store to show my mom the good news. Mom! Mom, look what I found! There's no response. Where'd you go? The worker's still on here. Oh, I don't like this at all. Panic instills within me as I look around the store, trying to find anyone to help me figure out what's going on. But all I see is the same dusty, abandoned front counter. Mom? Where'd you go? I ran outside the store and I see the blue sky has turned into a nerve-wracking shade of red, with absolutely no one in sight. It's too scary. I ran back into the store and searched for anyone, but nobody's still. Mom! Ah! Shooting about her panic, I take a moment to relax and think about the dream I just had. Mom. I can help but feel tears in my eyes, but I'm not to the point of crying. What kind of dreams really hurt, knowing how far away Mom and Dad are and not being able to do anything about it. Not only does it hurt, but my stomach almost aches due to not having a proper dinner last night. Freaking kidding me, dude. Once my eyesight becomes less blurry, I look at my alarm clock. 5:58 a.m. I want to go back to sleep, but I'll only end up feeling worse knowing that my alarm will go off in 27 minutes. Alright, hang on, let's think about this a little bit. Maybe I'll take a longer shower than usual. Yeah, those always make me feel better. No, wait, a bath sounds even better. Let's do that instead. After stretching for a bit, I get out of bed and go over to my bathroom. Grabbing a towel from the sink, I then touch the handle in the bathtub all the way it will go to make it nice and hot. After making sure the water feels just right, I carefully step in and start relaxing. I keep a rubber ducky from my child in the bath, keep me company, and also because it makes a funny squeaky noise. It never fails to amuse me. I try not to stay too long in the bath, so I quickly dug my hand under and applied shampoo. My hair is surprisingly easy to manage, considering its length and all that, just down to the bottom of my chest. It's a miracle that school's dress code allows me to give my hair such length, as long as I keep it in a ponytail. Once I'm done cleaning up and my bathtub drained, I step out, start towel drying, and combing my hair the way I always keep it. Back in my bedroom, once I'm all dried off, I don't even bother making my bed, and never really got into the habit of doing that. I made mine, but it's not good. In place of towel in the basket I have hanging out in my room, put my school uniform and jacket on and make my way downstairs to get breakfast. My stomach hurts a bit once I get downstairs thanks to last night. I think it's going to be a 2 bowls of cereal kind of thing, no matter what I may be feeling later on. I'll just hit the bathroom today, I guess. Oh shit, I forgot something here. Hold on. I need to put a breakfast sandwich in the fridge for tomorrow. Because, yeah, I usually eat a breakfast sandwich for lunch. No, for breakfast, so. Be right back, it'll only take like a minute. Just quick. Back. Alright. Let's go. Let us continue. I'll just have to power through today, I guess. Where's my bowl and spoon? The dishwasher. I walk over to the couch, grab my backpack, and realize I left my keys inside to lock my door again. Freaking again, dude. What's wrong with me? Oh well. Grabbing my keys, I leave the house, lock my door, and start my way top my walk to school. 5 minutes pass, I'm about halfway to school. Most of the walk there, I couldn't help but think about last night with Yuri. The initial sight of her all by herself peaceful is something I'll probably never be able to forget. For real, so I'm glad that me and her are friends now. Maybe I overdid it a bit, but I can't help but smile at the thought of everything that happened. I wonder what she meant by something about doing the favor? Only time will tell. Or maybe Yuri will. We'll see. Another moment passes as I continue to walk to school. Now that I think about it, she's really the only person I open up to about my disability. Or different ability, as I've heard some people say. The only other people that know about that are my close family and school counselor. And some of the teachers, I think. Hey, at least she knows now, and she has an idea of what she's getting herself into. I just hope I don't scare her away or anything. Once I arrive at the courtyard, I continue away to the school, trying my best not to attract any unwanted attention. Stepping inside the school, the first sight I see isn't Wallace, thank God. So now it's getting serious, hitting away from me talking about stuff. I'm really curious about what they're talking about. What if... You know what? Let's follow them for a bit. That's when I saw walking into my locker, still being cautious of my surroundings. So, say, my dad brought home bagels for the first time in forever. Ooh, I love bagels, especially the cinnamon raisin ones. Yeah, well, my dad bought the plain ones. Better than nothing if you ask me. So that's a good with cream cheese and blueberries. Give it a try sometime. Sure, if I have enough money to go shopping. My locker isn't too far of a walk from the school entrance, so that doesn't take long. Maybe I shouldn't eavesdrop on them in the future. Bagels, huh? I'll have to put that on a shopping list. Maybe I'll go shopping this Saturday. Once I open my locker, I take off my jacket and place it in my locker, then get to unzip my backpack, only see both bills and the last one in there. Shit, that's right, I still have to take care of those. Today I have to clothe them. After thinking about the clothes for a little bit, I start feeling excitement about the fact that I'll get to spend time with my friend again, and we get to be together. Today's gonna be a good day, I can already tell. I'm not gonna let the dream I had ruined today. Oh, I still started to ask you when the club was about yesterday. After grabbing my leave from first class, I put my backpack away, closed my locker, and away what had me today. Wallace. No. No Wallace today, 11:56 a.m. Tis 11:56 a.m. Tis almost the end of the school day. Classes have gone rather well today. I may have spaced out of time 2:05, but that usually happens. I'm just now walking out the door of my science class. It's about lunchtime. Books in hand, I make my way over to my locker and I put everything away for lunchtime. I think I know how I want to go at this. You said it's fine for you with it in the classroom. Wait, dang it, I don't know what classrooms you're in. There's so many in this building. I can feel this frustration of not getting that crowd lunch from her. God dang it, looks like we're in the hallway again. Freaking great. Once I put my locker, I open another place I broke I have inside, but I'm seeing blankly at them for a few seconds. Alright, hang on. It won't be so bad. I mean, I could eat with you, but it'll be alright. I'll just eat out in the hallway today. Nobody's gonna bother me out here. Wallace. I was joking! I was joking! I was just making a little joke. It was a goof. I didn't expect Wallace out of my way, shithead. You knocked me right upside that fucking head. Fuck you, Wallace. Jesus Christ. And there I am down on my knees on the ground. Wallace pushed me out of the way. But that was ultimately the last time I had slamming into the edge of my locker. Ugh. Ugh. I feel that. Ouch. After staying back up, thinking a second or two to recover, I look around and see people walking up and not paying attention to what just happened. I can feel stinging on my right cheekbone. God damn it, man. I push my hand around the affected area and feel something uncomfortably wet. I pull my hand away from my face, which is still stinging to see blood through my fingers. You're fucking kidding, bro. I don't have anything to stop the bleeding, so I'm willing to keep my right hand over where I got hurt and begin making my way to the nurse's office. I'm visibly frustrated as I continue walking to the nurse's office. Just freaking amazing, you're losing invaluable lunchtime over this. Bet you any money that I spelled got for lunch too. Oh, she better not be not really paying attention to my surroundings. I in the corner into the hallway where the nurse's office, and then she look upwards and realize I'm about to walk right into someone. Ah! After running back to the possible disaster, I realize I see her in front of me. Oh, Pat! No, I don't want to sting like this. I am simply put my hand back in my face. Pat, you okay? I'll look at her for a second, but can't feel the ability to respond back to her. Instead, I look away and try to walk away from her, but she moves over to the right so that she can closer get the damage done. My face only stopped in my tracks. That's what I feel to take a hold of my right hand until I pull away from my face. This feeling of being exposed is rather comfortable. She lets out a light gasp as she sees what's been done, all while not letting go of me. Oh, this doesn't look good. That's when I carefully get my hand away from Yuri and place mine back in my face. I'm sorry to see that. I was on my way to this, so I see that to taken care of. With that, I try to start walking to the nurse's office again before Yuri calls out to me. Pat, wait! As frustrated as I am with how today is going, it wouldn't be very fair of me to make Yuri feel the same as I am. Turning around to see what she has to say, make sure to give my tone of voice in check. What? That's when she reaches into the bag I'm noticing for the first time to pull out a tissue and gets it to me without a word. I carefully take it from her, knowing exactly what to do. Placing the tissue on my face and to clean myself up, I glance over to Yuri, her face rather full of concern. I think I know what to do. What do you mean? She scans the hallway, probably for anyone who decided to stop and see what's going on. Okay. Follow me back. Yuri? Where are we going? To the classroom I told you about yesterday. She starts to walk the opposite way as I'm intending to go and proceeds to spat me around my hand towards the classroom. I'm guessing it's a non-verbal way of saying, come on, let's go. During the walk to the classroom we're going to, I can't but think, dang, school's my saving grace right now. A majority of my general anger towards today has been replaced with relief, knowing that I'll be able to share lunchtime with my friend after all. Yeah, this works out really well. I won't get to see Wallace again, and I won't have anybody barrage me with questions about my injury. But wait a moment. Wait a moment. I didn't get anything from the lunchroom. And I didn't see Yuri carrying anything that looked like it came from the lunchroom except for her bag. I think I should investigate what she has in mind when we get there. I don't want to starve to death today. Once we get to the classroom, she opens the door and ushers me to enter first. It's been a long time since I've done Dokimon, so... Well, since I've done, like, something actually on my stream, so... You know. Reading's kind of hard, you know? I thought the saying was ladies first, but I bet she's being considerate because I only have one free arm right now. That's nice of her. After walking in and hearing the door close, I realized that this was the classroom I just left before the whole incident happened. What a coincidence. So, what's the plan, Yuri? She walks up to what the closet is, takes a seat on the floor, her back pallet to the wall and sits the bag on the floor close to her. Here, come sit down next to me. That doesn't really answer my question. What are we gonna do about Hungry Food Time? Without saying anything, I comply with her request to sit down to her left. The moment I begin thinking of what to ask her, she reaches into her bag, pulls out 2 more tissues, a small bottle of rubbing alcohol, and starts opening it. Does she always carry all that around with her? What is she planning on doing? I know why she carries around with her. We all know why she carries around with her. How you feeling, Bet? Does it still hurt? Huh? Now that you mention it, it doesn't feel as bad as it used to. Your exercise takes one tissue and places it on top of the other. Fold it with a small thick square sheet plus a little bit of rubbing alcohol. That's good. But please let me take a look. Wait a minute. Is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do? It's looking just like when Mom used to take care of me whenever I got hurt. I don't remember what Mom used every time, but I remember it stinging pretty bad. I reluctantly moved the tissue from my face so that you can do it with magic. Looks like it's cleaned out considerably. I'm sorry in advance if this hurts. I don't respond back. I just close my eyes, wait for the inevitable swinging sensation and turn flipped to my face. Well, it's been 3 seconds now. I just want this to... I inhale a little strongly and close my eyes a little tighter and response prepare to get awesome unexpected sting not predicted. God, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Just hang on. It'll be able soon, just hang in there. I exhale the moment all unpleasant sensations have stopped. Relax my eyes and open them. Once my eyesight returns to normal, I look around to see Yuri messing around, trying to get a bandage out of its wrapper. Hold still for a bit. Once she has overcome that obstacle, she carefully pushes me again and places the bandage over the now presumably cleaner area. She reels back and begins cleaning up all the garbage items around her. I stick my right hand in the field where the bandage was applied. Yep, it's on there pretty well. That's not always easy to do, right? I wonder if this was her first attempt at this. Hey. Once she finishes placing all the garbage in her bag, for whatever reason, she looks over at me. She looks up to me. Thanks for the help. That's really nice of you, but how come you always feel so bad? The nurse probably would have done the same thing. Well, we're friends, are we not? Aren't friends supposed to help each other? I was too full with all this, wasn't I? I didn't usually act like that. No need to worry. I'm glad you decided to help. I'm sorry, Bat. I feel like I don't quite know everything about being a dedicated friend. It's okay, Yuri. Something like this can be hard to figure out, but it seems like you're getting the hang of it. Thanks again for helping, by the way. I feel like I owe you one now. It's the least I can do. I guess it just felt like the right thing to do, so I trusted my instincts. If I may ask, what caused all this to happen? I kinda don't want to talk about it, but remember the Wallace guy I told you about yesterday? Yes, but I can't put a face to the name. Remember what I said yesterday about him picking up various people? Huh? No. You don't mean... Yes. And I have no clue why. The nerve of him. Might as well add a little bit of sudden outburst. Nobody was treated as such, especially someone as special as my friend. I'm just gonna assume that she doesn't mean special needs. I'm glad you care, Yuri. At least someone in this building does. Why do people have to wow. Why do people have to act the way that they do? Why can't people care more sometimes? There were times where I wish I was invisible so that nobody would bother me. Nobody would have a reason to inflict pain on everyone. Nobody would have a reason to throw words like creep and stupid around. There won't be any inappropriate insinuation of who likes who. A lot of people could live their lives more comfortably. Stop it. At that point she reaches to put her on my shoulder with a look of concern. Please, don't think you're the cause of all this. We all have a little devil inside of us. Some just let them show by how they act to speak. She takes a second or two to take a breather with her grip on my shoulder remain consistent. Both you and I may be different from others, but our existence alone is not the reason why they act the way they do. I know what it's like to want to disappear. I know what it's like to get laughed at or simply being yourself. Her grip tightens a little bit. And it pains me to hear about such things happening to you. Just know that you're not alone. I may not know what else to say other than I value your friendship greatly. And I wouldn't like it very much if you vanished. You're looked away from me, visibly flustered. I didn't expect this girl to make a smirk here on her face, but here we are. I think she's a keeper. That's my free arm placed on her shoulder. Thanks for making me feel better. I knew what like being friends with you. If you can't hide her smiles, this impromptu hug lasts for a few seconds. Hey, that reminds me. What are we gonna do about lunchtime? We'll leave about 25 minutes left until it's over. Her eyes light up as she realizes the time restraints we now have. Oh! You're right. When we release from each other, she pulls her bag towards her, reaches inside and pulls out a bento box. I've seen quite a few of those in the lunchroom whenever I decide to eat in there, but I wouldn't expect you to drink one. I wonder if she does this every day. She turns around to face me and opens it up. Inside is grilled whitefish, white rice, zucchini, and some kind of fried fruit I've never seen in my life. They must look like eyeballs, but dear lord, everything else smells amazing. Everything that I recognize in there is something that I enjoy. That's one thing I'm glad my parents got me into, trying all different kinds of food as a kid. While I'm trying to look and sense of what's in front of me, Yuri places the bento box down. Reaching into her bag again, she pulls out 2 pairs of chopsticks and hands me one of the pairs. Looks like both sorts of made plastic, which is good because bamboo irritates my lips. I wonder if that's the case with her. Also, the other stuff makes me think that her bag is a replica of one of those. Oh, let me refresh that. Also, the amount of stuff in there makes me think that her bag is a replica of that one Blue Robot Cat's 4th dimensional secret large gadget pocket, Doraemon. Thanks, Yuri. I'll have my set in my locker. I didn't think my extra pair of chopsticks would come in handy so soon. A dumb smile appears on her face. God, she's so silly. It's really likable. By the way, did you make this yourself? Oh? Yes, I did. I'm amazed. Is cooking another one of your hobbies? Well, I don't know if I would consider it to be a hobby. It's something my brother shows me how to do every now and then. Man, it's good at everything. Neat. Let's enjoy it, we don't have much time left. She smiles eagerly at me like she's been waiting for this moment for a while. Agreed. Taking hold of my pair of chopsticks, I grab a piece of the whitefish and devour it. Holy mother of balls. It's too good. There's no way she made this. I mean, you can't make fish, but yeah, words. I'm glad that you brought me over here for this. I look over to her to see her enjoying what she made as well. She looks so content, so happy, so pretty. Maybe I shouldn't stare at her. Oh, I know! I'll clear my throat before speaking to her. Hey, Yuri. I watched the theater, I grabbed her attention, and I used my chopsticks to point to the white fruit that I still don't know what it's called. What are these supposed to be? Oh, those are lychee fruit. I'm guessing you've had them before? No, where if not. Yuri grabbed the chopsticks, snatching up one of the fruits. Meanwhile, I stared at the bento again, nearly drooling, admiring what she made for today. Since she's eating hers now, maybe she'll sit get one for me. I'll grab one and fell out for it. It's been so long since Mom made Tom comes to a screeching halt. Did she just... Excuse me. As I'm frozen in this moment, my sense of sight overpowers my sense of taste, so I look up to see you're looking away. Right in the face, gripping her hair again. Don't worry, I wasn't expecting either. Oh yeah, for fruit to taste. Once I'm out of my short stupor, I take a few bites and I'm pleased by how well this tastes. Texture is definitely different from everything else I've had in my life, but these are nice and sweet. I can definitely see myself enjoying this again in the future. In fact, I'll look over to Yuri again, whose face doesn't change one bit. Can't believe I did that. Relax. I really like them. I want another one. I'll scooch a little bit closer to her and grab another lychee fruit out of the remaining and happily enjoy it. You probably think I'm even weirder now. Nah, you're being likable, not weird. I knew you'd say... Huh? You're really fun to be around. I even told you that yesterday. She looks away, blushing for all the 13th time I've seen her doing so in my life. Now, you know I've got to get back at you somehow, right? What? Maybe I shouldn't have worded it that way. I think I worded her. What do you mean? Relax, Yuri. I don't mean anything bad by that. We should probably hear her up, though. Okay. Don't make me word like that. My hand scratched the top of my head for the first time today. Right. My bad. We'll continue eating our meal and enjoying our meal until no grain of rice is left uneaten. Once we finished up, Yuri takes an empty bento and places it back into her bag along with a pair of chopsticks. Since Phil let me borrow her second pair of chopsticks, only seems right if I return them to her. I reach over to poke her left shoulder and hand her my pair. I will go to the restroom. I will be right back. I'm back. And I did not forget to unmute my mic this time. Because sometimes I usually forget to unmute my mic. But I did not forget. Hey Yuri, you can have these back now. She looks back at me, not sure what to think. Oh, you can hold on to them if you like. That is... I mean... Thanks, but I'm afraid I'll end up losing them, and that'd make me feel bad if I did that. These are yours, anyway. Well, okay, Pat. I'll trust your judgment. She takes them from me and also places them in her bag. She then grabs her bag and we both get up from the floor. We both leave the classroom and begin making our way to the locker. Thankfully, the hall was rather empty, so no Wallace. Yes. We about give about 1 minute or so of silence before students start following the hallways, trying to get to wherever they need to be. Once me near her to my locker, she taps on my shoulder to get my attention. Hey, Bat? Yeah? She looks relieved. Thank you for earlier. This was very enjoyable for me. She's the one who asked me up. She's the one who shared her lunch with me and introduced me to something new. I'm the one who should be thanking her. You know what? Why not? Without warning, I approached her, wrapped my arms around her, resting my head on her shoulder. She doesn't initially respond. No, Yuri. Thank you for turning today around for me. You're a lifesaver. Let's do this again sometime. As the moment close, I ended by smelling a hint of lavender. It must be her perfume or something. Either way, it adds to this moment. Kind of reminds me of that one song, something on in the Arms of an Angel, except nowhere near as dark. But she isn't hugging, but she isn't hugging back. I end up releasing her to see that her face has been destroyed by pink, but I can't help but feel the creeping feeling of disappointment inside me. Hey, I'll see you at the club. With that, she runs off to where her locker is. Maybe did it again. I guess I'll see you again later today. $2:59 p.m. Club time. Tis club time. Bring. Class is over for the day and it's time to make my way to the club. I'm looking forward to what's in store for today. Walking out of the club and there's a lock, I can't but think about the lesson that was taught in my general English class today. General is a term that's used in the school for visual education classes. At least there's a whole section of the school dedicated to general classes. That'd be kinda weird. Once I'm at my locker, I open it up, quickly stuff everything in my backpack, take my jacket and backpack out, and close my locker to avoid any further incidents. On my way to the club, my mind still lingers on what I couldn't understand in English class today. I think Monica might be able to help. She's pretty smart and I really haven't spoken with her much. Yeah, I'll do that. Club time. After from the club and opening the door, I place my bag by the door and look around to the usual scene. Monica's at the main desk in her corner, so she's looking in her bag for stuff, Natsuki sitting up at one of the desks near the closet. Yuri is no way to be seen. That's strange, never just the last one here. I'm certain she won't take long. Monica then approaches me. Hi, Pat. Huh? Oh, hey, Monica. After looking at Monica for a little bit, flashbacks of what happened at the end of the club yesterday appear and what Monica said to me. Maybe I should say something to her. That's good as well. Sorry about yesterday, by the way. She looks a little bit confused. Oh, that. Nothing to worry about, that's in the past now. Okay, thanks, Monica. I gave her a confirming nod to show how relieved I am, and she looks a bit happier. Not a problem. Ready for another fun day here? Yeah, for whatever today throws at me. That's what I like to hear. You did remember to write home this time, right? I did this time. Good. After promotion today, there will be a special announcement about the fest. What was I thinking about earlier today? Oh yeah! Hey Monica, you said I can tell you anything about that's bothering me, right? Eh? Looks like I threw you off guard. Oh, of course! I try to help as much as I can. Okay, because something in any class was bothering me today. So when I was walking here, I thought, Monica's smart, she might be able to help me. And you end up confusion that was shown on Monica's face is now gone and has been replaced with a somewhat flirtatious look. Are you thinking of me? Well, aren't you, sweetheart? What's on your mind today? Why would she call me that? It's time to take a question in your academic career. What is actually an algorithm to start with the D? Like, seriously. You have to make two words that sound like almost exactly the same, confuse people? It's like, whoever did that had to have been doing it deliberately. Because, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess because they both describe something else easier to remember that they both describe something because they all start with AD. But when's the last time we saw an AD that was descriptive? And the hormones goes on. This is 2 days in a row that I've been able to do this. Even today, he's taking me out the gate. I guess that's too much. You're smart, right? I'm sure she can answer that. That's when I felt a tap on my right shoulder. Ah, Yuri! I overheard everything. Oh, you'll explain that to you when we get around to reading together. Okay, that sounds fair. She smiles back at me, proceeds to walk at the usual desk in the room. I take this moment to close my eyes and open both my arms up above my head to breathe a little bit. Something about having my arms airways open up warm. I don't care if anyone's watching right now. Wait. What's stopping from meeting with her now? Oh, that's right. I should probably tell Natsuki about it yesterday. Oh dear lord, please help me. Once I'm in my eyes down to normal level, I take a moment to look around my club and again only see the actual usual scene before my eyes. Just like how things used to be. Or should be. I stay where I am for a little bit to build up my confidence before heading into the theoretical private property area that is the closet. I'll walk over there and see that. Jesus. Jumping up and down? What's she doing there? Everything going alright? Ah! I don't skew it like that, dummy! Maybe you're saying that as a growing theme, but I still don't like it. Oh, my bad. What do you want this time, you big goof? This is gonna be fun. Hey, so, about yesterday. I didn't mean to make a big stop it. Taking back my words. I wasn't done yet. But no. Don't talk. That's behind us now. Stop worrying about it. Well, alright, if you say so. I guess I should ask his word for it. She didn't seem like she was a good mood earlier today from what I saw with him, Sayori. By the way, what's so important that you each have Monika's ear off? Why did she say her name over it? Just something that was on my mind. Maybe I wonder it overboard. You're just as bad as Sayori sometimes. First Sayori, now Gary? Is that a bad thing? Me too, we're meant for each other. I'm facial into the door now, god dang it. I can help but bury my head in my hands out of embarrassment. Someone asked me if I could tell him to look at her again. She tried to look to kind of laughter. Natsuki, please. Jesus, just want to read manga again. You what? Every possible mind is trying to form words I stopped due to the stead that she's giving me. I'm gluing my face a little bit until I can remember what I want to read. I only had to read the first chapter for Virgos yesterday, so I'd like to continue reading the rest if that's okay with you. Well, I don't know. I might end up breaking manga somehow. How the hell does one break a manga? No use in getting any of them trying to bear her bass backwards logic. It's not nice to say, you know. I mean, like, away from her. Oh, shit, my bad. Just stop being a weirdo and go get me a chair. What? A chair? For what? I'm gonna come up on the top shelf again and I can't reach it. Chair will probably be dangerous, that's what I'm thinking of. Why don't I try reaching it for you? No! Just have to yell all the time. I can do it myself. Just get a share, that's all. You do want to read, don't you? Sorry for you, not mine. Fine, fine. Just give me a little bit. Turn myself down, collapse onto the face of well, sir, and all is, and make my way to grab a chair from the circus act she's about to put on. I'm not way to end up jamming my left foot into a leg on one of the desks. Ouch. Jeez, I didn't think I was so clumsy. I'm stuck in place, eyes closed forever while I wait for the waves of pain to make its way to my foot. Bat, are you okay? I heard that from all the way over here. Once the pain's gone, I open my eyes to see Sayori standing next to me with all her concern. No orange above this time. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. It's just one of those things you hate to have happen. I'm all better now. Okay, good. I was just about to go see Monika real quick, but I saw you got hurt, so I went to what's up. Okay, I got you. What's going on with Monika? The look of concern is now gone. I just gotta ask you something. I'm gonna go to the vending machine right now. I'm kinda hungry. It's nighttime. Ooh, can I go with you? Takes a second or two for it to respond back. Sure. I'll see why not. Alright, awesome. Yeah, I guess don't get too excited. Not in public, at least. Hey, I just gotta take care of something Natsuki real quick. Okay. But they don't know when you're done. I'm gonna go back my market now. Right. I don't know, my head turn, she gives me a cheerful smile. After that, I look around and spot an available chair that's close to me. Taking a hold of it, I bring it over to the closet where Natsuki is hanging out, placed in front of her. Welcome back, Mr. Popular. She then crosses on and swings the chair into the closet. Ah, jeez. Hey, look. Me and Stary went to the vending machine real quick. You want something over there? Yeah, sure. Hang on. Natsuki walks out of the closet and over to where we sat down yesterday, so that's where her bag is. Her bag isn't nearly as big as Yuri, so I shouldn't be too surprised for that. She opens it up and pulls out a single $1 bill, then closes the bag. Walks over to me and puts the dollar bill close to my face. Give me Snickers bars and nothing else. Got it, bro? Both from over, she then carefully take the money from her and stuff it in her pockets. Snickers bar. Nothing else? Got it. With that, I told her Natsuki to stay fair, walking with Monica towards the door. Once I pushed the door, I wouldn't allow Sarah to leave first, just as my mom taught me to. Oh, you know what I mean. Once the both of us are alone, and we, little adventure, I do a quick look around to see if anyone else is around. Look to go safe. Time to come forth with what's on my Sayori. Hey, if I may ask, what did you talk with Monica about? Oh, just about if you want anything. I was surprised she said no. She's a vegetarian after all. What, for real? Yeah, something got a carbon footprint. But how can that be a footprint? I can't help but laugh to myself over that. I'm so worried about mine too. I've thought about learning more about being environmentally friendly. Maybe that'll make for a cool hobby or something. Ooh, that sounds cool. You have to teach me a thing or two about that if you do. It makes me happy knowing that you would want to learn more about a potential interest. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. What'd you have to see Natsuki about? I was trying to tell her about the long part about stickers. Let's go with the easy to explain option here. Pretty much the same thing. She wants candy just like we do. Quite the coinky thing if you ask me. Sarah giggles was loudly my intentional, but it's not the same coincidence. Feels good to make someone else laugh at my own humor. Something that rarely ever happens in life. Seconds passed between us while I opened my mouth again. Hey, Sayori. You did remember to bring your own money with you, right? She looked at me inquisitively again. Yeah, of course I did. I know better than to rely on the group to buy stuff for me. Well, that's good to know. Mom's gonna be having my back and start walking. Okay. But just wondering, that's all. So you can go something, which I did not expect at all. You're having too much to hear sometimes. My mouth's a little more than a jar right now, and my nervousness rose significantly. What makes you think that? I don't know what it is about her. You should just seem similar. Is it really that noticeable? Yeah, I suppose. Yuri. She said she's extremely proud from earlier to me. Probably get to see her soon. Another moment later, we reached a hunger stop her. To my surprise, Sarah hands me $1 bill. How what's this about? Give me the donuts on the left. She's so curious, that's why I'm doing this for her. I look at the flash in front of me and so Sarah's finger blocked part of my vision. After restopping for and following her finger was pointing, I see that she's pointing to get the package of white battered donuts to the left side of the machine. Those ones. Right. No, silly. Left! Right. Wait, I mean... Without another way, I do whatever's necessary to get her snack to her. Once she applicates for me, I'll look back at the bar in front of me. Well, looks good. Ooh, there we go. Haven't had a chocolate bar in a while. Pulling out my wallet from my back right pocket, I opened it up and noticed that I only have $1 left. So that's right. Looks like I have to go to the ATM after school today. After the process of eating a snack, I turned around to see her patiently waiting for me. Oh, so right, she's off on me. Come on, Slowpoke, let's head back now. Yeah. Once I catch the tour, we can do our way back to the classroom, but something in the back of my mind is itching at me. I'm probably nothing important. So, hey, Sorry, I've never asked you. What are some of your hobbies? She looked shocked at such a question. Hobbies? Well, I like writing, coloring, animals, working with children. Okay, that last one nearly threw me for a loop. Working with children? What do you like about that? Oh, it's so much fun. Just being around them, I like playing with them, coloring, painting, snack time, everything. When I grow up, I want to work at a daycare. Genuine smile forces its way into my face. Ah, so still a Toy Story kid at heart? I'm impressed. It's right to teach people nowadays. Hehe. I guess I see myself as a kid at heart. That's why I relate so much. Somehow I'm not surprised. Oh, hey, that reminds me. What'd you pick a book for you yesterday? Oh boy. How am I supposed to answer this? Well, she was nice for all of us when you brought me into the club. I mean, she even made tea for us. I guess I wanted to be nice back to her and send the favor. I think she even said something about how books take her far away or something. I don't know. Aw, that's sweet of you, Bat. I may not talk with you much over high school years, but I've always thought you all were a nice person, and that proves it. Blushing sadly Sage's words, I can't feel nice inside. She's pretty cool, I have to admit. Once you're right back alone, the chocolate bar in my hand goes to check my bag. Sarah walks over to the side of the room, she usually sticks around. I get a glimpse of Monica looking over towards me and smiling at me. Oh shoot. Close grabs my nasty candy. What do I do? Do I run back and buy a candy and give it the money back? I was waiting at the thought of being angry about not getting a candy. I quickly turned around, leave the club, closed the door for the second time today. Scanning the hallway to see if anyone was watching, I stopped booking it to the vending machine once I deemed it safe. Are you kidding me? Once I'm outside the door, I take a moment or two to catch my breath, breathing a little heavily. Jeez, man, shows how active I am. The door opens up on me before I begin the raiding process of reaching up for the handle and seeing Monica pop out of the room startles me. Everything okay? Yeah, everything's alright. Sorry for causing any concern. You're alright. You know what happened? It's nothing too serious. I actually got by candy bar for Natsuki, that's all. Monica gives me a quite familiar smile. Oh, so about Frank from Natsuki, are we? She gave me the money for it. So, yeah, I guess. Monica goes at me. Oh, I see how it is. Don't worry, I won't tell Yuri. I went instantly look away from Monica and later pleased with. God, no, what would Yuri think if she found out something like this? So what's she trying to insinuate here? I'm just kidding. Okay, but please, don't confess us like that again. You shouldn't leave me going like that. I'll lower my hair a little bit. Yes, Monica. Don't know if I'm remembering this right now, but I may as well bring it up with Monica. Hey, earlier when I was talking about Natsuki, she butchered your name by saying Monica. Know anything about that? Oh my god. She's never gonna let that one go, is she? I still don't get it. Don't worry about it. It's a big stupid from last year's festival. Oh, come on, let's head back inside. What the bolts are back in the club and the look around shows that everything is in order. I just think about Uriel. What's she doing? Looking at the middle of the room? So that Uriel has her face buried in my book. Not only sets me at ease, but makes me quite happy. Right. Natsuki. Let's get this over with. Take a moment to breathe. I walk up to the closet and prepare for whatever I'm getting myself into. I threw the chair from early so and I placed it. Hey there. She looked at me with somewhat annoyed expression. I felt like I was knocking on the beehive every time I approached her. Not the bees. Taking long enough, Slowpoke. First Larry, now you. I'll never catch a break, can I? Oh, what's that face for? No! Not if you keep this up. She got at the point. Fine, fine. Looks like you... Eh? Haven't had a stickers forever. Just like yesterday with Mongus, and just right in my hands. She basically says the wrap and takes a big bite. I'd be lying if I were to say I'm not jealous, but that's not important right now. Anyway, looks like you're over to get your manga down. Yep, got it right while you're taking your sweet time. Not much more of this. Fair enough. No, I was only able to read the first chapter yesterday. I was gonna get through the second. Suddenly a manga appears on my chest, to which trying to instinctively take a hold of it. Hey bro, you're talking to yourself again. Now it's going to take 3 steps away from me. What's that supposed to mean? Lots of times. Just take our range, try not to read any of the pages. Fine. Bringing the manga up to my face, taking a look at the cover for a few seconds. I'm immediately questioning why I'm not with Yuri right now, being over my book with her. She still has to answer that one question for me. Alright. How about we're about 5 into this, so I got through the second chapter and go back to her. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Everything could go wrong. Everything could possibly go wrong. Also, Bubsy reference. Make sure to stick it in the floor. That's good to about this one from asking out the manga from. Jeez, man. Not really fat. Well, it feels like the longest 5 minutes of my life passed, and I found myself enjoying this a bit less than what I did yesterday. I don't know if it was genuine disinterest in the series or me being anxious if I can spend time with Yuri again. Closing the volume and getting myself up on the floor, I walk over to the closet and Natsuki sitting on the no-move chair, reading what I can only make out to be a much later volume. Maybe she can move her slow so I don't start her. Kind of like I'm in a library or something. Hey, not all done. Hey, can you speak up a bit? I got through the second chapter, I'm here to go this back. I turned the manga back to her, only to have her somewhat forcefully take from my hands. It's getting really annoying. She then looks up at the first pages and places her finger on the top of them, probably feeling of them for creases. Alright, I'll allow this for now. Both me and her end up awkwardly looking at each other for a second or so. Hey, Bet? For once she sounded glitter instead of... I don't know, I usually hear her, I guess. Yeah, what's going on? Just so you know, you're the only person here who wanted to give my manga a chance, so I hope you feel special. I tried getting her to give it a chance, but she went for Lord only knows why, and Siri's too busy going at the festival to read either. I just forgot the festival's a thing. Also, now I'm starting to feel a bit guilty of the fact that I didn't really read much of her manga just now. For real? Well, to be honest, I don't know a lot of people in the school who also read manga. It only seemed fair that I check it out. She doesn't respond, I bet she's thinking about something. By the way, how'd you get into manga in the first place? You're probably the first girl I've seen that reads it. Oh. It's something I've always read when I was younger, and it just stuck with me. That takes out the first 2 bots of the day I'm all due for me. Been on a prehistoric binge this morning. Getting my Steam Cube for the Prehistoric Kingdoms beta, so I can give it to the test at some point. Prehistoric Zeus and make backs and Kickstarter for you to go. Ooh, nice! Hell yeah. Prehistoric Zeus Simulator. That actually sounds interesting. I hope you have fun with it, Greg. Also, hello. How you doing today, Greg? When I was 7 or 8, my mom got me the first manga I've ever read. It's my first real hobby, I guess. It's something that'll always remind me of her. That's pretty exciting. My parents fairly did the same thing with toys and whatnot. Isn't it exciting when you have something you like that you can talk to people about? Yeah, it feels nice, especially when people are making fun of you for liking certain things. Dang, relatable. Yeah, tell me about it. It's one reason I talk about much in the school. Some people just really stuck like that K guy in the school. Oh, I bet he sucks more ways than one. You freaking whoa. 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 You freaking weirdo. Dang, I can't believe you thought it was funny. I usually never think of stuff like that. But he tried reading a manga one day last year, but Monica would have stopped that. Nobody in school last year. Oh, so that's what that was about. Oh, what a bitch. You can say that again. Didn't really get about it. That game really strives scientific and anatomical accuracy of prehistoric fauna featured in Prehistoric Kingdom. It had more than what's featured in Jurassic World Evolution 2, which has a mix of accurate and Jurassic Park style canon for designers. So Prehistoric Kingdom goes for more accuracy, like more scientific and anatomical accuracy than like Jurassic World. Interesting, and it's very interesting. I'm really just poking at the bee's nest to go with this question. So I'm guessing your parents are doing okay? Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. That's none of your business. I feel a little bad for asking. Alright, so I brought her up. I'm thinking you see what you guys up to. Yeah, whatever. You got funny with a girly friend, you hear? Feel some paper nerves here now. She doesn't really mean... Ha! Relax, dummy. You don't never think of you two like that. Now I'm starting to feel a little disappointed. Take a moment to shake my thought and also my head for a bit. I turn away from Natsuki. But the slight nervousness building up inside my mind to Yuri. The time I've been waiting for has finally come. Once I approached her, I said that she's still enjoying my book. But my concentration's broken as she looks over to me and smiles. Oh, hello again, Beth. I was wondering when you would show up. Hi, Yuri. Yeah, I may not have gotten sidetracked about today. It is then that I take a moment to see what part of the book she's currently on. Oh, hey, may I see what part of the story you're on? Huh? Sure. She leans my book back to me, pages wide open. Once back in my position, I look around for any random sentence on the page to begin to read. Reading time. Eyes glistening in the sunlight with a newfound determination, our beloved Ellie takes off into the airplane jungle in an attempt to gather resources. The thoughts of excitement and self-righteousness fill her mind as she thinks about building a shelter for her newly made master friend. Ooh, this part's good. I think you're gonna like what's coming next. Oh, is that so? Well, if it's anything like how the rest of the book has been, it'll be nothing short of spectacular. There she goes being accidentally cute again. But, Pat, I have a request. That's alright. Oh, what's going on? Well, I still have to explain the issue from earlier today to you, and I would think that we should make some tea beforehand, if that's okay. Yes! Gary, that would be great. I'd actually really like that. I'd actually really like some tea as well. Maybe after the stream maybe after the stream I'll make myself some tea. My throat's been a little new, so maybe a nice hot cup of tea will help with that. Her warm smile happily makes a return. Then it's settled. After I put my spot in your book, then I'll go grab the kettle and tea set. Sounds good? I'm gonna go tell Monica what we're doing, then I'll meet you at the door, alright? Very well. I have to plug in the kettle at the Wobble series first. So it'll take us about a little bit before we're ready. That's perfectly fine. With that, she gets up at her desk and we both go our separate ways. For a little bit, that is. I'm gonna walk over to Monica and begin thinking of what I'm going to say to her. I wish stuff as simple as telling Monica that me and Yuri got into the horror cook wasn't so difficult when I know I made her consume just a little bit ago. Did I read this? I didn't. Don't take long before I approach her. Looks like she's writing down some stuff. Is she coloring black circle in Dylan's favor? I thought Sarah was the one who liked coloring around here. Oh well, I won't judge. Monica? Pat? What's going on? I thought it'd be pro of you. I told you that me and Yuri will be excusing myself from the club for a little bit. No need to be so formal, silly. But thanks for telling me this time. What's going on? Okay, me and Yuri are gonna be making tea. That's why we'll be going for a little bit. Okay, that's fine. But isn't that a little bit more interesting kind of job? How am I supposed to about that? I just want some time with my friend, okay? Alright. I wouldn't dare take that over from you two. Just make enough for everyone, okay? I can really go for some tea right now. Alright, I'll let her know. I'll be back. No, we'll be back. With that, Monica resumes her coloring and I then went to walk to the door. Once Yuri and I will meet up, we leave the classroom, teapot in her hand, and she leads the way to the closest water fountain. I'll walk to the fountain, starting in comfortable silence between the two of us for about 5 seconds until Yuri surprisingly breaks it. So, what did you need to dress, Monica? Oh, that. I just had to tell her what we were doing. Felt like it was the right thing to do since it's the third time I've left the club today. The third time? I must not have noticed. She's probably too busy to notice my absence. Not complaining though. Oh, that reminds me. Monica told me to tell you to make enough hair if you want. Very well then. I tend to, anyway. Need tea. You know when your throat just feels a little bit off, and then you just crave some tea? Like, not because it feels off, but because I want tea. Whenever I play this game, and whenever Eric talks about tea, I always end up craving tea, for whatever reason. I don't know why, but tea is just fucking good. Tea is good. Before we know it, we're both at the water fountain about 3 rooms away from the club room. The hallway is nice and silent, nobody's going to bother us. Yuri takes a teapot and starts filling it up while I wait beside her. I can't about laugh at myself at the point of pretending to be her bodyguard at this point in time. That's when Yuri looks over to me. What's so funny? Oh, just something silly I thought of. Nothing too important. Care to share? Seems a little embarrassing to just play that to her. I don't know how she'd react. Wait a second. Yuri, the teapot. Huh? Oh. Looks like it would at just the right time, as the teapot isn't quite overflowing, but dangerously close to. She quickly takes her hands away from the water fountain. Thanks, Pat. I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. No worries, that happens to me quite often, so you're not alone. Well, good to know I'm not alone then. I don't think I ever want her to be alone. Shall we head back now? Yes, let's. With a now full teapot in hand, we continue to walk back to the classroom, but Yuri's walk a little more slowly than our journey to the fountain. I'm guessing she's been careful about not wanting to spill water all over the place. Taking that into consideration, I saw my base allowed for her to keep up. That only seems like the right thing to do. Hey, Yuri? Ooh, my. I hope I don't find room, but today, right before lunchtime, it probably would sound rude if I should have asked her why she keeps garbage in her bag all the time. I was wondering why you keep so much stuff in your bag. Oh, well, I hope you don't think I'm a hoarder or anything. It's actually the opposite. I prefer to be neat for most of the time. That's cool, but I can respect that. I can't stand having my house be a disaster. I feel the same way. To answer your question though, the first thing I do when I arrive home from school is to take everything out of my bag and put only the essentials back in. It's almost like I'm starting with a clean slate every day. Hey, that's a good way to put it. There's a really nice feeling that comes from having everything nice and organized. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, of course. A few seconds pass by us before I speak again. Hey, Aaron? I know I've said this already, but I'm still really happy that you can my book of champs. I never really get to share my interests and stuff with anyone. I'm then reminded to ask you, telling me that you're going to give her manga a chance, and a weird feeling of appreciation for you makes itself known to me over what I just told her. I can see the smile slowly disappearing. Well, it's nothing really bad. I understand the feeling of keeping hobbies to oneself. Sometimes it feels like being trapped in a cage. Hey! Wait a minute. Somebody bought back. Hey! Suyod's back. Hell yeah, dude. Superbot's been for a while. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I don't know. Superbot's back, and that's all that matters. Sometimes it feels like being trapped in a cage, whilst others times it's nice to have potential judgment with others. Dang, trapped in a cage? I never thought of it that way. Well, that's one way of putting it. Oh, speaking of which, do you still have the book I gave you yesterday? I still do. It's been back the whole time. Now that I think about it, I haven't even checked out the name of her book. Probably The Portrait of Markov. I really did get around to that. Ooh! Do you think we could read your book after we finish mine? Yes, I think I would enjoy that. You've been quite the help with explaining things about your book. In all fairness, I should probably just hit with mine. I like that. That sounds like a good time. But I still have quite a bit of your book left to go. That's okay. I didn't expect it to finish your work today. I'm sure we still have a few days left until that happens. Ah, you're probably right. Once we burst the open door, I take the initiative to open the door for Yuri as soon as she has her hands full. She gives me a red smile as she walks in. That's probably her way of saying thanks, and it makes me feel all warm and tingling inside. It feels nice to do things like this for my friend. I like this feeling. Once we've all some time, the door's closed, Kira looks up to me. But I'm gonna finish up making the tea, and we're both going to distribute cups to everyone in the class. Can you take care of Monica and Sierra for me? I don't ask you so you don't have to. Thank goodness. Of course. Excellent. Man, doing this also in a really good mood or something. I'm guessing this is something she enjoys doing. Before I walk up to Yuri's desk, Yuri should not go on her backpack from the usual spot and take it with me over to her desk. Once I'm over there, I place my backpack right on top of her desk and grab an unused chair adjacent to hers to make it close, but this time I don't place it directly into hers. And she lays parallel to hers on the opposite side that I'd be facing her. I fucking love this CG shot. It's so fucking good. Taking a seat, I open my book bag to find the book that Yuri gave me. Looks like it's a little bit bigger than my book. Give it a nice arcade purple, almost like Yuri's hair. A square is placed in the middle of the book with a concrete building and a grassy plain in the shape of the castle's battlement with the princess looking out on one of the panels of the cover. The book is titled An Unlikely Hero. Is that a real book? I'm assuming that's a real book. I don't think I've ever heard of this in my life. I think I'll give it some attention all the time. What's Yuri up to? Having spotted Yuri over near the closet, she seems to be carrying a paper bag with, I assume, like tea leaves or tea bags or something. Watching her movements as she is preparing the tea for everyone, she seems to move with such elegance and grace. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it's not her book? Okay. This is something I would probably expect from Monica, but the scene in front of me is quite mesmerizing, just like how stunning she was when I heard her play yesterday for the first time. A smile makes its way on my face after thinking about the events of yesterday for a little bit, but I ain't broken out of my trance as I remember that year wanted me 10 cups of tea out type of one. Yeah, I think it's something of her hand now. Place my backpack on the ground to the right of my seat, then sitting up from my Yuri's desk. I walk over to another steaming teapot. She's pouring tea in a separate glass cup she keeps in the room. Is it time, Yuri? Yes, but please be careful. We won't want anything to break now. I'll play it safe then. One time. Ah, how sagacious of you. Sagacious? Yeah, that. Whatever that means. Whatever the fuck that means. Taking one of the cups up to Sayori. You guys have remained thanks to me. Walking back to the soup plus the teacups we have, I grab another one. Walking with one Marcus while trying not to bend my fingers, I carefully set her down in front of her. Pat? Huh? Yeah? Oh, nothing, just wanted to say hi. Thanks to the team, by the way. What of that? If I'm still scratching the back of my head. Yeah, no problem. Turning off and I return to where the key cups initially were, only to find Yuri patiently waiting for me. Should I say saving this at last? No, that might sound too conceited. I decided to speak up. She puts a cup for me and her. You really do this properly, don't you? It don't seem appropriate. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. She looks away and blushes for the square root of 64th time. 8th time. Math joke. Especially for my friend. I can never bang my head in my hands so the smile grows bigger. Kinda really like it when she says that. Taking a moment to recover from some blood rush from my face, I take one of the teacups carefully bring my back to Yuri's desk with her following behind me. Once I take a seat at my spot at her desk and place my teacup down, the first thing I do is blow on her and take a sip. That is when Yuri takes her second seat. We're facing each other now. There is no possible way I can have my happiness at this moment. This is such a good idea. I agree. This makes having the club out much better. I can understand why. So at a certain point, like I feel like we're getting close to the point where I stopped my previous playthrough of this, like like a year or two back. So after a certain point, I will let you guys know when it gets into blind territory, because even though I played this mod like a year or two ago and I have not finished it, I still remember key things happening here. Like I remember this scene happening here with us sitting down across from Yuri and the teacup there. Because I think this was when my internet decided to shut out my computer. Was like, bruh. I can help it feel more comfortable and so it's safe. Right now, thanks to the relaxing feeling, the warmth and taste of my tea, and also being this close to my friend. Life is good. Oh, I just remembered something. Eh? Oh, with that already, which I packed up. Paul at the truck bumper earlier. Tearing off the top of the wrapper, I break off 2 pieces. Place them on my half of the desk, then break off 2 more pieces and place them on your side desk. This is for you. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thanks. I'll smile warmly at her and enjoy my snack I bought, to which she happily follows suit. Taking notice of my tea, I take a moment to think about what exactly going on. This is quite the situation I'm in. Chocolate, tea, and a door girl for me. How lucky can a guy get? Will this be considered a date? I wonder what you think of this right now. Anyway, I think it's about time we get started. I'm then stabbed out my inquisitive stupor. Right, it's time. I've no more than wait for her info dump she's about to give me. Alright. So, I'm gonna end it here because my throat is feeling a little, you know. And whoa. As you can hear, my voice is cracking a little bit, so, yeah, I'm gonna end it here, tomorrow, we pick it up tomorrow, we play more of this shit. It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be fun, it is going to be a fun time. See you guys in the next video, later.